Hey, welcome to today's session. This is Email Marketing Quick Start. You're in for a real treat. We've got some really great stuff for you today. You're going to learn a whole lot about how to be very successful at email marketing. But I want to start with a question. Why is it that you're here today? Go ahead and put something in the chat box if you're watching us live. I'll bet it's because you want to make more money. So let me ask you this too. What is it you'd like to improve about your marketing? Think about that for just a second. What is it you want to improve about your marketing? I'll bet you wanted to help you make more money, right? Well, what if you could act on the results from your campaign? Well, it'll help you make more money. So if that's of interest to you, then you are in the right place. My name is Countess. We help businesses like yours gain an unfair advantage over their competition with targeted marketing that gets results so you can make more money. Hey, let me know the struggles you're having with marketing. Go ahead and ask questions. You can throw them in the chat box or the Q&A box. If you don't see one, just move your mouse down to the bottom of the screen, and that will reveal a black bar that enables you to ask questions, raise your hand, put chat comments in there as well. Go ahead and use that. Let's keep this an interactive session. So, are you ready? Let's go ahead and get started. This is really the perfect time to do some planning to help you stand out to reach your goals. Think about your strategy for the year ahead so you can best focus your time and energy. Email is a marketing tool that isn't going anywhere. It's predicted that this year, email will be used by about 3 billion people. The ROI, or return on investment for email marketing, is $38 back for every dollar spent. A lot of businesses are using email. I'm sure you know that. And that's why you have to be smart with your strategy, so that you can catch your subscribers' attention in their inbox. And so this is why I wanted to share some email marketing trends too that you can think about as you do your planning. So during this session, I'll not only share the trends, but I'll also talk about some ways you can accomplish those things and also learn a few of the newer features in Constant Contact that you can utilize to make your marketing efforts a lot easier and more effective. So let me ask you this question. Do you know what the #1 app is on smartphones? Do you know? It's email. More people own a mobile phone than a toothbrush, which means huge opportunities for success through email. And email marketing is hard to beat for many, many reasons. Did you know 99% of people check their email every single day, and that nearly the same number regularly check email on their smartphones? By the way, that's more than social media or videos. So by a raise of hands, either in the audience or raise your hand using the control panel for the webinar, how many of you check your email first thing in the morning when you wake up? Yeah, it's a lot, isn't it? Or the last thing you do before you go to bed. Hey, many of us can relate to this on a daily basis, and so can your audience. They're doing it too, which means you need to be in their inbox. Email works because it brings you to where your customers already are. Email marketing really is hard to beat. It's where everyone is these days. For everything from updates from your bank or you or service providers to messages from mom or the kids, and of course, promotional messages from businesses you subscribe to and frequent. It's clear that email is everywhere, but what does that mean for your business? Well, by way of introduction, my name is Countess. I've got 40 years as a marketer. That is hard to believe. Every time I say that, I'm like, really? Hey, I'm in my 20th year as an independent consultant, helping people of all businesses, all people of all types and businesses grow. And before that, I was a senior marketing executive at 3 Fortune 100 companies. My company is the Countess Group. What we do is we help businesses like yours gain an unfair advantage over your competition. I know from seeing the names on of those who are attending right now, quite a few of you already know me. I mentioned I've got over 40 years helping businesses, and many of those years were at big companies. Marriott, Motorola, where I spent over 20 years, and Caremark, which is now part of CVS. And what I did along the way, not only at those super big companies, but also over the last 20 years, helping small to medium sized businesses, it's helping them understand how to target their marketing, how to do more lead generation, getting brand awareness, figuring out how to use marketing automation. That's still very new to a lot of businesses and a lot of entrepreneurs. And I spent a great deal of time in corporate communications and public relations, dealing with crises of all types. You know, the coronavirus or COVID-19, obviously we can put that in the crisis category. I've dealt with environmental issues, disaster relief, things in the workplace, credit card fraud, drug testing, and more. Did you know that email marketing has 3 times the conversion rate as social media? So the time you spend to create and send an email will reap you higher reward. And for every dollar spent on email marketing, there's a $42 average return on investment. That's higher than any other marketing channel. That means that the money you spend on your email marketing budget will come back to you many times over. You know, first impressions really matter. When someone opens your email, they give it a 2-second glance and then either read on or delete. And what they see is going to determine what they do next. Maybe you want them to visit your website, register for an event, donate to your nonprofit, or try a new product. And this is where a professional-looking email designed to drive action is crucial. So, first and foremost, we want consistency, right? You want a similar look and feel each time, because people won't be spending too much time in an email ad. We want to establish a brand right away. So let's define a master template. This is a template that you can create and reuse, always making a copy of the master to send out your email. The master would include these items. They include a header, a pre-header, logo and colors, images, message body, a call to action, and then a footer. These elements ensure that your email looks like your brand and includes details that encourage your audience to take action. A master template like this is really the first step in helping you to create consistently great-looking emails in a short amount of time. You save time because your master template is a starting point, and you plug in the content that's specific to each email campaign. And that means that changing the subject line and pre-header text, adding a supporting image, your message body text, and a call to action in the copy of the master template. So that covers the master template. I'll show you one later in a demo, but for many businesses, it can be challenging knowing how to write and create email content while making sure it's perfect to send out to your customers or supporters. So that's why I'll be talking about how to create your email campaign beyond just the basics. I'll show you how to add in your text and all of the elements that make your emails great. So let's take a look and see more specifically what I'm going to cover today, okay? To start, I'll talk about how to grow a list to send to, and then write the content of the email and how you can add in supporting visuals to really catch their attention. And then I'll talk about how to create your call to action, and I'll provide some examples and best practices here. And then lastly, I'll talk about how to finalize and send your email. So let's talk on a high level on some ways you can grow your list to have more people to send to. There are lots of ways people can sign up for your list, but the best way is to get permission so that they explicitly say yes to receiving emails from you. They may verbally request to receive your emails, check a box to sign up during a checkout process, or take action to sign up through an online form. Regardless of how they sign up, they need to know that they're going to receive emails from your organization. So getting permission is important, and there are a variety of ways you can do it and tools that will help you along the way. So let me talk about all of the ways you can get people to sign up and give you that permission. I'd like for you to think back to the last time you signed up for an email list, and more specifically, how you signed up. Maybe you were in store making a purchase and they asked you, or maybe you saw a link to sign up on their Facebook page. So these are just a few common ways that people may also subscribe to your mailing list. Ideally, you'll want to use a variety of methods to get people to sign up. So, when you're thinking about the places you want people to sign up, think about these three categories: in person, print, and online. Now, for in-person interactions, it's really anywhere you're interacting with current and potential customers or supporters. And encourage your staff to ask people if they want to receive your organization's emails. You'll want to ask when people are making a purchase, while you're helping someone on the phone or in your office. Also, don't forget your events, trade shows, or even networking opportunities. You could use a paper sign-up form and add them into your account, or better yet, use an app on your phone or tablet to collect email addresses. Most apps will sync the signups directly into your account. Plus, you won't have to worry about trying to read handwriting. That could be a real challenge. The app from Constant Contact is free, and you can install it on a tablet and lock it down so all visitors can do is enter in their contact info. Also, when you use an app to let people subscribe, their permission is already documented for you. You can use an app directly from your computer, tablet, or smartphone. You can find apps in the Constant Contact Marketplace or by clicking on the Integrations tab in your account. If you don't have an account, I'm going to show you how you can sign up for a free account. So again, anytime you or your staff interact with current and potential subscribers, be sure to ask them to sign up. Let's move on to the next bucket. It's print. Here, I want you to think about the printed materials that your business uses. These are great for encouraging people to join your email list as well. Make sure to include the information to sign up on any of your printed materials. That means signage at your store or location or at events, on your business cards, and on any flyers, brochures, or direct mail pieces that you are sending out. One of the easiest ways to direct your supporters to sign up from printed materials is by using the text to sign up feature in Constant Contact. This is a tool that also documents permission from your subscribers. And just a quick note with this feature, it's only available in the US, and I'll show you where to find it later. But don't worry so much about reprinting your existing materials with this info. Try to find a way to attach a small flyer or even use a sticky address label to add it onto your materials with your text to sign up information. Just be sure you're directing people how to sign up on any of your printed materials. And now, let's talk about the ways you can grow your list online. Here you'll want to think about all of the ways that people are finding you online. Most of you probably have a website, use social media channels, or maybe have listings on a variety of other sites like Google My Business or even Yelp. Well, with this online category, you want to just make sure you're allowing people to sign up. One place to allow people to sign up is on your website. There are probably many ways that someone can find your website, and typically they only stay for 15 seconds. So ideally, you'll want to use something called a dynamic pop-up form for your site that pops up at just the right time to catch their attention. Social media is another great opportunity to grow your list. Now, for Facebook, there's actually a Constant Contact app that you can add to your page profile. For other platforms, you can share a link to sign up form included in posts or included in your account profile page so that it's always accessible. You can even run a Facebook or Instagram list growth campaign right from Constant Contact. Also, you'll want to think about your email use outside of Constant Contact, where you're directly conversing and answering questions with current and potential customers or clients. Make sure to add a link to your sign-up form in your email signature, too. Also, make sure you're involving anyone on your staff who communicates via email with current and potential customers. Another opportunity here is to be sure to ask to sign up during the online purchase process. You may have the option within whatever shopping cart or payment tool you use to collect this information. Constant Contact can also help you with a landing page campaign where you can offer something valuable, such as a white paper or a discount code in return for their email address. So now I've covered the 3 buckets or categories of ways to grow your mail list and the different ways within each to ask people to sign up. Remember to be sure to obtain each of your contacts' permission before mailing to them. You can save time and gain their permission easily by using the online tools and sign-up forms that I mentioned. Now at this point, I want to change gears. So let's move on to talk about how to write your content and add eye-catching visuals to support your message. But before I talk about what to put in your emails, I want to touch base on the fact that not all of your emails should be promotions to sell your products or services or to ask for donations. No one likes to be sold to all of the time. You're going to want a variety of different types of emails that keep your business or organization top of mind. With email marketing, you want to build a relationship with your audience over that time, encouraging them to continue to do business with you. And that's why you'll want to include a mixture of time-based and informational emails. As a reminder, time-based emails are when you have time-sensitive information like your sales, promotions, or events. And then informational emails focus on sharing information that helps you to connect with your readers. This is where you can provide valuable content that helps to support your products and services and keeps people in the know about what you do. When you start creating your email campaign, you can follow whatever flow works best for you. In this instance, I've created a master template so the from and the reply email addresses are already set up within our header information. So when we create each email campaign, we'll need to change out the subject line and the pre-header text to fit whatever topic the email is about. So you may have to get a little creative to entice your readers. So let me talk about some techniques that you can use to spark your creativity to write your subject lines. You ready? Here, I'm going to provide a variety of types of subject lines that you might use. First, you can try using you or your to make your email feel more personal to your audience. Plus, you might also consider personalizing your subject line with each contact's name or other contact details to try to catch their attention. One example subject line might look something like, "John, schedule your consultation today." Another option is to create a sense of urgency. An example here is, "Last chance, register by Friday." Another idea is to make your readers laugh with a joke or a pun. In this case, an example could be, "Read between the lines." You might also try to pull at their heartstrings by using an emotional subject line like, "Take 5 minutes to help children in need." Another strategy is to try piquing their interest and tease them a bit with something like, "You won't want to miss this." Another idea is to be inquisitive and ask your readers a question with a headline such as, "Are your investments working for your business?" And last but not least, try incorporating numbers. Numbers attract attention, as our brains are naturally drawn to digits. So try something like 5 tips for perfectly grilled ribs. Any of these ideas I've just shared can be adjusted to work for any type of business. So try these different types of subject lines out over time to see what works best for your business. So you've got some great ideas to get creative with your subject lines, but there are also a couple of things you'll want to avoid. For instance, you don't want to type your subject in all caps, or use excessive punctuation, or even use too many symbols. These types of things can land your email in a spam folder. So keep that in mind so your customers actually get to see your message land up in their inbox. And now that you have some ideas for the subject line, let's go back and talk about another section of your header information, and that is called the pre-header text. Pre-header text displays right after or below the subject line within the inbox. The pre-header is where you can add a little context to the content of your email without sharing the answer. I'll recommend writing pre-header text that's between 5 and 8 words. Just keep in mind that all email programs and devices will show different lengths of your pre-header, so just make sure the most important information is at the very beginning. You could use your email's pre-header text in a variety of ways, whether you add your call to action, preview content, or even add a sense of urgency to your email. Just remember to use it as an extension of your subject line. So now let me give you a few ideas. Now let's go back so we can see how we can pair pre-header text with the subject line examples from before. The first subject line said, "John, schedule your consultation today." Now the pre-header text expanded on that to say, "Personalized tips to lead a happy life." The pre-header text for this example lets the reader know what they'll get out of their consultation. Let's take a look at the second example. This subject line said, "Last chance, register by Friday." The preheader text expands on that sense of urgency to provide a call to action that they should register soon so they don't miss out. In this next example, the subject was "Read between the lines," something that should catch their attention with a little sense of humor. The preheader text says, "Enter your photo for a chance to win big." It lets the reader know a little bit more about what's in the email. Here's the next subject line, pulling at the reader's heartstrings by saying, "Take 5 minutes to help children in need." With the preheader text, they again provided more details to entice people to take action by saying, $10 can provide a child with school supplies. In this next subject line, they piqued the reader's interest with, "You won't want to miss this." It's a vague enough subject line. And now the preheader text says, "Get our 3 secrets to growing your business." It expands just a little bit more to let people know that they'll get some great information by reading the email. Now let's go back to this subject line asking a question. Are your investments working for your business? It gets the reader thinking, and then seeing the preheader which says 3 questions to ask to maximize your results. That lets them know how they'll benefit by reading the email. Here's the last example with the subject line using numbers and saying 5 tips for perfectly grilled ribs. The preheader text that was paired with it says ribs that will knock your socks off. It should make the reader think, okay, these tips must be great. I definitely need to see what this email says. Now at this point, you've seen some examples that will hopefully inspire you to write great subject lines and preheader text that will encourage your audience to open and take action in your emails. As you can see, you can use a variety of strategies to craft the perfect subject line and preheader text that will catch your reader's attention. Now, let's move on to talk about the body of the email. So, for those of you who have been following along over the last few months, you may remember that every email needs an image or supporting visual. Your image needs to be inspiring and help your customers, prospects, and supporters connect with your message and also entice them to take action. It's usually best to utilize real photos from your day-to-day operations to help better tell your story and inform readers about your products and services. Plus, you won't have to worry about copyright issues trying to find images on stock photo sites. Most cell phones are able to capture great images, so encourage yourself and your employees to capture things that are happening at your business or organization. Think about your events, the work of your staff, the end results of a project, and of course your products and services. These all make great photo opportunities for your organization. You could appoint 1 or 2 people to take photos for you on a regular basis and then upload them into your Constant Contact library. And that way, you'll have a continual flow of new images and you can pick the perfect image for each email message. And if you find the need for other images, you can find free and paid stock images directly in your Constant Contact account or import images found on any other stock photo site. The most important thing with stock images is just to make sure they support your message and add value to your message. And of course, you want to make sure you have permission to use the image in the first place. Visuals are an essential part of your emails. Just keep in mind that videos as well as animated GIFs can also make great visuals to use in place of images in your emails. These are additional ways to help you build relationships and make connections with your readers. Using videos in an email can boost open rates by 8 times. Just be sure to use the word video in the subject line to further increase your open rate. The other option for visuals is to add an animated GIF or GIF, depending on how you like to pronounce it. If you're not sure what an animated GIF is, it's a way to add movement to your emails, like this example on the right. You can use a GIF to create a slideshow effect with multiple images, or even just show a quick snippet of a video. Stats show that emails with GIFs typically get a 12% higher return on investment over those without GIFs. So, I would definitely suggest using a variety of different kinds of visuals in your emails. Images, videos, and GIFs can easily be added to your Constant Contact email campaign and help you to engage people and encourage them to take action. Now, once you've added in a supporting visual, you need to figure out what to write in the body of your email. This is one of the things that seems to trip people up, knowing what to say and how to say it. So let me provide a structure that you can use that will encourage people to take action. I'm going to break it down into 3 questions you'll want to answer for the type of business or organization you have. This first set of questions is for any of you who are a for-profit business. The first question is, what are you offering? From a design perspective, this is your headline, and its goal is to stop the reader, pique their interest, and make them want to read more. That leads them into the next part, which is your message body. For this, you want to answer the question, how will it help the reader? This is where you want to provide some details that entice people to take action. Typically, you only need 3 to 5 sentences, but make sure you provide just enough information to give your reader the information they need. And the third question is for the call to action. For this, you want to answer, what should they do next? Tell them specifically what it is you want them to do, and make sure the call to action is easy to find and click on within your email. You might ask them to make a purchase, schedule a consultation, or get even more information. This simple formula will help you to write your emails text, and these 3 questions will work for any for-profit business. Now, the questions will be different for those of you who are nonprofit. In this case, you'll want to use these 3 questions instead. For your headline, you'll want to answer, what are you trying to accomplish? Then in your message body, you'll want to answer, why should the reader care? This is where you'll want to elaborate on the problem and provide details that explain why they matter to your reader. And then for the call to action, you'll want to answer, how can the reader get involved? Invite them to take part in solving the problem and helping your cause. Your call to action could be, feed a hungry child, give clean water, or even something like stop the hate. We're going to talk more about your call to action in just a few minutes. At this point, what I've covered is what to put in the body of your email campaign, but before I move on, I just want to touch base on how important it is to just keep your emails simple. Simplicity makes an email easy to read and quicker for you to create each email too. In order to inspire your readers to take action, you've got to keep your emails short and sweet. When you copy your master template, you really only need to add a picture, a paragraph, and your call to action. That's it. That's how you're going to create successful emails for your business in a timely manner. So now that you know how to add the content of your email, let me move on to the next section. Let's talk about how to write your content and add eye-catching visuals to support your message. A call to action, or CTA, is what is used to drive your email reader to take action. Whether it's to sign up to volunteer or make a purchase, your call to action is what's going to help you reach your goals. Every email you send should include one call to action. Even if it's as simple as driving people to your website to find out more information, to read your blog, or to simply see your list of products or services. In your email, you'll want to include a button with actionable words that link directly to where people can go to take action. There are probably a million different calls to action you could have and different ways you can approach them. So let's take a look at a few different examples based on different goals you might have. The examples I'm going to share over the next couple of minutes are going to be the text that goes on your button. If you want people to make a purchase or get involved with your organization, your call to action might be, order yours today. They're going fast, get yours. Schedule a consultation, or even donate now if you're a nonprofit. In an example like this, you could link to an online scheduling tool or direct them to the page where they can buy your product or service. Your call to action can be as simple as you want, or you can get creative. Again, just let people know what you want them to do. This next set of CTA examples are great if you're going to give your audience a deal. They might click a button that says Save Now, or you might have your button say what your deal is, like this one, to buy now and get 10% off. You could even have them click to claim your coupon, or even something that goes along with a holiday and ask them to unwrap their surprise deal. Think about pairing your call to action with a coupon in your email and explain the limitations and exclusions of your offer as well. For anything like this, you can link to a page where they can make a reservation or take advantage of your offer. Now, let's move on to the next set of examples if you want to grow your social reach and promote your channels. For this, you might ask them to be your friend, like you on Facebook, or ask, are you following us? Or get even more specific and ask them to share a photo on Instagram. In this example, they're having a contest on Instagram by having people share photos of their favorite menu items at the restaurant. They link their button to their Instagram page. Another common goal small businesses have is to gather feedback and reviews. In this case, your call to action might be, tell us how we did. Or, do you love us? Tell us. Or even, have 5 minutes? Leave a review. In an example like this, your button would need to link to a review site of your preference. Just think about a site that's easy to use and where a lot of your clients or customers will search for you. Let's take a look at a few more examples, which are great if you are looking to drive event registrations. Of course, they can be as simple as register now. Or you can get a little more creative and have your button say something like, count me in, save my spot, I'll be there, or even don't miss this event. In this example email, they're using the RSVP block in Constant Contact that allows their users to respond with, I'll be there, maybe, or I can't make it. As you can see, you've got a lot of different options for writing the text on your email's button for the call to action. Now, let's talk about the other part of creating a successful call to action, and that is linking your button. In most cases, you're going to want to link your button up so that people can take action directly from your email. Whether they need to find out more information on the topic, register for the event, volunteer, or make a purchase, when you link up your button, it's really important that you link them to the exact page where they can complete that action or get the needed information. No website? No problem. Constant Contact has a fantastic website builder. But whatever, you don't want them to link to a general page where they have to figure out what you want them to do. The chances of them completing that action decrease when they have to do any searching. So at this point, you have some great ideas to create a successful call to action. Let's move on. So, let's talk about how to write your content and add eye-catching visuals to support your message. Okay, let's do a very quick demonstration of how easy it is to build a very short email that you can have ready to go in a very short amount of time. So I've opened up my Constant Contact account with a very, very basic template. And what you see is here's a box for an image. I'm very simply going to add in my logo. And if you recall from a little bit earlier, I talked about using an animated GIF. This is an animated GIF of our logo. The next thing we want to do is create an attention-grabbing headline. So this is the default headline that Constant Contact has. I'm going to, let's assume I'm a restaurant, and our subject line to grab somebody's attention is, "Can you conquer the cook-off contest?" And that is our quick subject line. Let's go ahead and replace "read this today" from the preheader text, and instead, how about we put in something intriguing like, "Do you have a secret recipe for your barbecue sauce?" When we're happy with our subject line and our preheader, we simply click Save, and that's what will show up at the very top of an email when someone receives it from you. Okay, now for this cook-off contest, let's replace the default text that Constant Contact provided, and let's say that we're this Jack's Barbecue. We say Jack's Backyard Barbecue will supply the grill and the meat. You bring your best recipe. Our team of judges will decide who brings home the trophy. So that's a little short amount of text. That's all we need to grab somebody's attention. And perhaps we also include a video to really spark their interest. Now, Constant Contact makes it very easy to include videos in an email. All we need to do is click this button and drag the video icon over. Let's paste in a URL. And Constant Contact goes out to that URL and it grabs a video thumbnail, which we simply insert into that email. It really is that easy. And instead of simply visit our website as a call to action, let's do this. Let's change the URL to Jack's Barbecue Events, and let's change that button to say, "Register now." And by the way, we can change that button to be any color we'd like it to be. We can change the text in the button as well. So now we have a super simple, easy to create email that we're set to go. We can just do a preview to see what that email will look like, both on a desktop device and on a mobile device. And as you can see, it looks pretty nice. And if we click either of these buttons, it'll take us out to where we'd like us to go. There are a few more things I'd like to show in this very brief demo. One of them is how to create a sign-up form. Constant Contact provides multiple options for creating sign-up forms. There are basic landing pages. There are Facebook lead ads. We can go into create a sign-up form using a lead generation landing page. And as you can see here, the system automatically populates most everything you need for you. You can change out the content. Here, sign up to stay in touch. This is default text. We can change the button from sign up to something like join our list that easily. So if you'd like more information about how to do all of this, please reach out to me. When it's ready, we simply hit publish, and we have a good-looking landing page with its own URL that you can plug in any place you wish. Within Constant Contact, there are many things we could do on social media. Once we connect our social profiles, we can create Facebook and Instagram ads, Facebook lead ads, and Google ads. Constant Contact now has a website builder, so if you don't have a website, you can sign up for Constant Contact, and then once you're in your account, you can create a free website. So let's go back to the email that we were building. And once we've determined that it is ready to go, very simply all we need to do is click Continue. And we'll select one of the lists. This is just a test list that I've created. We can set it up to schedule it to go up to a year in advance. So let's say at this point we've scheduled it to go out on this date and time. I hit schedule, and it tells me that it's scheduled to go out on that date and time, and we're good to go. So that was a very, very quick demonstration of just a couple of the features within a Constant Contact account. I hope that gave you enough insight so you could see exactly how easily you can create an email and have it ready to send in a very short time. If you'd like to learn more, I'd encourage you to sign up for one of our workshops, either online or on site. We can also do them personally with a screen share. No matter where you are in the world, we can do a Constant Contact demonstration for you and show you how to send an email that works for your business. Okay, so let's spend a few minutes and recap what we've learned today. When you're ready to create your next email, don't forget to add in a supporting visual. Also, remember there are 3 questions that will help you to write your email's text. Let's look back to what those questions are. If you're in business to make money, you'll want to ask yourself, what are you offering? That answer serves as the headline text of your email. Then for the message body, you'll answer, how will it help the reader? And then for the button, which is your call to action, you'll answer the question, what should they do next? Now, if you're a nonprofit, the questions look a little different. You'll want to ask, what are you trying to accomplish? This is the large headline text of your email. Then for your message body text, you'll want to let your readers know why should they care. And then also don't forget to use your call to action button to tell your reader how can they get involved. By the way, don't forget every email should have a call to action that's going to help you reach your goal. Again, that 3rd question will help you to set up the text on your button. Lastly, always use that preview feature to send yourself and a friend a test copy of your email. It's important to test out your links and make sure that everything is displaying as you intended before sending to your entire list. All of these tips, including the use of a master template, will help you to create great-looking emails quickly and make sure they're successful. As I begin to wrap up, I want to share a little bit about Constant Contact beyond just our subject today, so stay tuned. I know online marketing inside and out, and Constant Contact, with whom I've been associated for 10 years, is built to simplify the complex and confusing task of marketing an idea. And as a Constant Contact partner, I can help you bring it to life. All the tools you need to get your online marketing on track, whether it's creating great-looking email marketing campaigns or building an awesome website with ease, creating a beautiful logo for your brand, running Google, Facebook, or Instagram ads to get more website traffic, or finding new customers on social media. I've got all the tools, features, and expert guidance you need to help you succeed all in one place. Email is really hard to beat for real marketing value. It still has the highest delivery and response. In fact, the Direct Marketing Association reports that email remains unbeaten, with a return on investment still at over $38 per dollar spent. Email really is the best way to reach your clients or customers, and that's going to allow you to manage your relationship with them in a huge way. You know, a recent study by ExactTarget said that 77% of people prefer to be marketed to via email marketing. And with a 38-to-1 return for every dollar you spend, it truly is hard to find anything better and more cost-effective than email marketing. I want to share a quick case study with you. This is one of our clients who came to one of our workshops, just like this one. And at the time, all they were using was Google AdWords to market their business. Their business was flat, 4 years in a row, $50,000 a year in sales every year. And you'll see a story in how they grew to $750,000. For 4 years in a row, their sales were $50,000 a year. That's before they started using email marketing. All they were using was Google AdWords. In 2013, the middle of 2013, they started using Constant Contact, and this is a video they sent me not long afterward.
Hi, I'm Pamela Fay, owner of Imprints for Less, founded in 2010. We provide over 1 million products with your logo on them. Everything from bags, pens, cups, anything you can imagine. In our first year, we averaged $50,000 in sales. Business growth was slow in the first 3 years, and in 2013, we started using Constant Contact. With the help of Countess, our business tripled almost immediately. Today, we average over $500,000 in sales annually. Everyone at Imprints for Less would like to thank Constant Contact and Countess. Thanks, Ken!
Now, they started using Constant Contact in 2013. In 2015, they had hit $500,000 in sales, and in 2019, $750,000 in sales only using Constant Contact email marketing. I should mention that they stopped using AdWords when they started using email in 2013. So for this client of the Countess Group, email marketing delivers them a return on investment of over 350 to 1. What else can you think of that delivers that kind of a result? And email marketing is very inexpensive. It starts at just $20 a month, and there are no contracts. So take a look at the URL at the bottom of the screen. If you sign up for the free trial, you'll be able to use the free trial, and then when you convert to a paid account, we'll create your template free of charge. We'll upload your first list free of charge. We'll provide training to get you started free of charge. So use this URL. This is a special URL that would tie your account to us here at the Countess Group. It's bit.ly/completely free trial. All right, so once I see that you've signed up for the trial, we'll go in and we'll help you get started, and then we'll upload the list, we'll create the template, provide training, and it starts at just $20 a month. That's for up to 500 email addresses, and you can send as many emails as you like for the one flat price each month. Okay, before we go to Q&A, and I'd like you to think now for a moment about what kinds of questions you have, I'd love for you to just dig in and leverage the information that I've shared with you during this session and truly go for the gold. We've got such an amazing opportunity ahead of all of us. And, you know, my question is, what will your year have looked like at the end of the year if you don't do anything different than you did last year. I know I've provided a lot of information for you. I hope it's been helpful. You'll find a lot of other trends out there, but these tips that I've delivered to you over this last hour or so are the ones that will be most helpful to you to grow your business. You really can do this, and you could start today. Hey, at the Countess Group, what we can help you accomplish is we can help your business gain an unfair advantage over your competition by teaching you how to do targeted marketing. And we can coach you or we can do it for you. Your next step, sign up for that free trial of Constant Contact. There's no credit card required. Just go to this URL. It will present a page to you, a short page to fill out, just to provide your contact info. You'll be provided with a free trial account, no obligation. Hey, if you'd like to contact me for a free 15-minute consultation with no sales pitch, go to bit.ly/meet-with-Ken. And also, we have an online email marketing academy. You can check it out with some free previews. No obligation, bit.ly/EMM-Academy. Again, take a picture of these slides if you'd like to make sure that you don't forget what I'm delivering to you here. Go to our website. It's thecountessgroup.com.
Hey, if marketing isn't something you do every day, or maybe you do it every day and you're not sure that you're keeping your skills totally up to date, then join me for the Marketing Made Easy membership club. That's something we're doing every week. It's a call that's limited to just a few people. So you'll join for a monthly membership fee with no contracts. Every week, we will talk about automation, emails, social media, websites, you name it, anything related to marketing. And I also welcome suggestions. So as a member, you'll be able to not only access this entire group of people that join, but also you'll have weekly access to me live, and I'll be providing weekly downloads, and you'll have a private place on the web where you can download the content that you see during these calls. So join me. It's the Marketing Made Easy marketing group, and you can find more information on our website. Check out the URL below.
I've got 3 action items for you to do this week. Ready? Here's number 1. Take a look at your marketing. Is it delivering the results that you need to succeed? Number 2. Make sure you schedule a consultation with me and sign up for our events. You can do that on our website. And number 3, also on our website, under the Offers tab, sign up for the tools that will help you grow your business. There's no credit card required for most of them. When you go to our website, look at the tab all the way on the right. That's where the red arrow is pointing to. It says Offers. We try to make it easy. Okay, I'm ready to go into Q&A. And once again, where the Q&A box is, move your mouse down to the bottom of the screen. That will reveal the toolbar where you can use the chat box or a Q&A, whatever you like. My name's Ken Countess. I'm Managing Director of the Countess Group. We help businesses just like yours gain an unfair advantage over their competition with targeted marketing. We're a full-service marketing consultancy. Why would you hire us? Good question. We're a team of over 30 people with over 40 years of marketing experience. And by the way, those are people with 40 years. It's not taking all 30 people and adding up their experience and everybody's got a year or 2 and that's how you get to 40. No, it's not that at all. We've got a very experienced team. We vet everybody to make sure we have top talent. So we can coach you or we could do it for you. I encourage you to be sure that you take time to absorb and practice what you've seen today. And give me a call if you have any questions. We'll all get through this challenging time together by working together. Okay, let's go to Q&A, and while you're thinking about questions you might want to ask, let me put up a screenshot of our website and the URL to go to where you can take a look at replays of events, look at upcoming events, sign up for them, get those free trials, schedule a consultation, and more. You can find us all over social media, LinkedIn, Facebook, Pinterest, Instagram, Twitter. There are others as well. But look us up and follow us on our social channels. Whichever channels you like to use, we're probably there. I do have an ask of you for attending today's session. And that ask is to share my emails and share my social media posts and like my social pages. And if you've attended any of my classes before, or if we've done any work for you before, email me a testimonial. I'd love to hear from you, and I'd love to hear your comments. And with your permission, and I only do it with permission, I'll post them on our website. So let me know if that, number one, if you would send a testimonial, that would be terrific. That's like a review. And also let me know if you'd be willing to have me post it on our website. I don't use the full name. I might use either your initials or your first name and the first initial of your last name. Okay, so those are my asks. Share my emails, share my social posts, like my social pages, and then please email me a testimonial every morning at this time. If you're outside the US, make the adjustment. I know we have people here from Europe and Asia. Thank you all for joining us, and be sure to join us again. So, hey, everybody, thank you so much for joining me today. I really love it when you show up, and I love the family of people we've got. We've got some folks who haven't missed a session yet. So thanks so much for joining me. Have yourself a great day. Bye for now.